passer le pouvoir à un anglophone. Si on était bien au pays, est-ce qu'on allait prendre la route de l'aventure? Ah, monsieur le président. Un pauvre qui vote ou celui qui l'a rendu pauvre. Si on était bien au pays, est-ce qu'on allait prendre la route de l'étranger? Ah, monsieur le président. Good day to the beautiful people of the Cameroons, the beautiful people of La République du Cameroon, and the beautiful people of British Southern Cameroons. Ladies and gentlemen, dictatorship in a country commences inside a political party. If you have a country where the political parties are not democratic, you cannot have a democratic government or country. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a party political broadcast by myself, Maitre Mola Alex Ndiveli Sinke, the leader of British Cameroon National Party. Ladies and gentlemen, when I come to talk about party political broadcast, sometimes I'm here as an agent provocateur, because the Cameroons, most of the institutions, including the political parties, are undemocratic. They are not democratic. If you don't have political parties that are democratic in the Cameroons, then you don't expect Mr. Biya and co. to be democratic. Darkness cannot replace darkness. Only light can replace darkness. The opposition political parties in the Cameroons, I call them non-functional. I call the government non-functional. They don't even know the duties and function of opposition. Opposition political party is not just to create a political party and stand for election after 7 years. Opposition political parties, they should be like an alternative to the government, a government in waiting. They should be scrutinizing and holding the government to account every day. If you don't see Mr. Biya, they should be able to force Mr. Biya to come out and talk. If there are problems in the country, they will tell you that, look, this problem, this road, this hospital, unemployment, crime against women, poverty, they will be saying, look, Mr. Biya's government cannot do this, and this is what we are going to do. But they are waiting for the next 7 years. As an opposition political party, you do that every day, every night. If you're sleeping at night, there's something going on, you get up and talk. Politician, the job is 24/7. If something happens in your locality, in any area, there's a problem, there's an accident, there's something in the hospital, you go there and look at it and talk to the people. That is how politicians, they operate. Ladies and gentlemen, today, I want to focus, before I get to the topic of today, I want to make it clear. A lot of you, some of you, I appreciate your comments, but let me let you know, British Cameroon National Party is a political party. We have beliefs, we have opinion, we have what we stand for and policies. You might not like it, but that is what we stand for. In politics, you need differences. Example, what I'm saying, other political parties, they can come and challenge me. They can challenge what I'm saying. That's democracy. That's transparency. That's accountability. But if we all think we must be thinking alike, that's where we get it wrong. Because everybody think under Aijo, it was Aijo, CNU, small no be sick, Cameroon now country, we follow like sheep. Today, poor Biya, chop people their money, CPDM have come. We are following them like sheep. Politics is not about hatred. In Western country, politics is profession. You will see somebody from the Cameroons, when somebody says something, they are annoyed. To me, my political opinion and policies, it has got nothing to do with my private and family life. I have people in the Cameroons who belong to different political parties, family and friends. We are so close. They know what I'm saying is politics. It's my political opinion. So we have to be mature in the Cameroons to know when people make their opinion, it does not reflect their private and family life. Look at politics like a job. That's how we look at it in the Western world. So somebody might see me, I talk, oh, that listen, what I'm saying here does not reflect even 1% of my personality, character. It's politics. When you go to your job, you go to your office, you do your job, you work, and you leave. It is your job. You have other things in life that people don't know. That's why part of human right is what? Private and family life. So those things, I don't need to come and disclose it on my party political broadcast program. When I'm here to scrutinize and hold the government to account, including other non-functional political parties and other events that is happening in the Cameroons, and maybe Africa, and maybe the world. So ladies and gentlemen, today I want to focus on this topic about, if not all, nearly all the political parties in the Cameroon, they don't have any mechanism to remove the leader of a party, the president, or some of you call it chairman. There is no mechanism. A political party belongs to members. But in the Cameroons, political parties belong to maybe the person who created the party, or the chairman, or the president, or foreman. You see, in Western democracy, if you are a chairman or a president or a leader of a party, they can remove you any day. It's not your mama, your papa, your property. That's it. But in Cameroons, all the structures of political party, they are so dictatorial. People create political party, it belongs, it's their personal property. If political parties are not democratic, how do you expect to go and remove Mr. Biya and be democratic? Most of you in the Cameroon, there is no one single democratic political party in the Cameroon. When you enter a political party, or you join a political party, rather, I belong to a political party. I've belonged to a political party in the United Kingdom for more than 20 years. I pay my fees every month. You pay as a member. And when you're a member, I want to become a councillor. That's how you think. When you enter a political party, you want to become something. You don't want to stay in one place. Maybe I want to be a parliamentarian. If I become a parliamentarian, maybe if we are in opposition, I want to be a shadow minister. The shadow minister, you shadow the government. And maybe if we get to power, I want to be a minister. Maybe I become a minister in that government. Maybe I want to be a prime minister. That is why you get into politics. Politics in Cameroon, a person creates one political party, becomes chairman, president, leader for life. So the institution, political institution in the Cameroon, they are not democratic. So political parties, they should be looking to reform their parties. You will be making what? You put that if you want to stand for leadership, you have to pay this million. Do you know why? To block poor people. There might be a very poor person in a political party, but who is more intelligent and could be a good leader. So you're stopping that person. That's what happens in the Cameroons. If I want to be a leader of the political party that I belong in the United Kingdom, I don't need to pay a penny. Why? Because I am a member of that party. Every month, I pay money to the party. Every month, I pay to the party. So if I want to be a councillor, I don't pay a penny. If I want to be member of parliament, I don't pay a penny. If I want to be a leader of the party, I don't pay a penny. Why? Because I am a member already, and every month I pay money. Every month I contribute to the party. Every month I contribute. So I'm already contributing. So if I want to be a councillor, it's my political party that will pay for me. If I want to be a member of parliament, it's my political party that will pay for me. So that's how it works. If you have your member should have that privilege that they can become a councillor, a member of parliament, or even leader of the party. You don't need to put money to stop other people because you have money doesn't make you a good leader. A person who is very poor understand how people live. Maybe a rich man can still understand, but most leaders in the Western world that have made good prime minister or president are poor people from poor background. It doesn't mean they are poor, but they come from poor background. So they understand certain things in life in the Western world. So ladies and gentlemen, my point is, if we don't have democratic institution in political parties in the Cameroons, how somebody can challenge a leader? Like now, somebody might look and say, I've seen a lot of people challenging Joshua Osei, saying what? But you don't just need to be challenging him on social media. There should be a mechanism in the party that if members are not happy, they should give what? I will give you an example how it operates in Britain. That's what we are looking to introduce in British Southern Cameroon, because it's not about individual. That's why I don't believe in Paul Biya, John Fru Ndi, Kamto, Tchiroma. I don't believe in. I believe in institution. When you have good institution, any person who is the leader, it works well because it's the institution that guides you. But when you place your hand on a homo sapien, a human being we think differently. I might come and say, oh, let me change. But if there's already a democratic institution, you have no choice. You follow those institutions that are there, that have been made by majority of the people. So you see, people just say, I'm a member of this political party, SDF, I'm a member of this party, but you don't enjoy the rights of a member. Because all the political parties in the Cameroon, they are not democratic. I don't even know if they have their constitution. Some of them, they say they have constitution, but it's undemocratic. Anytime, as I say, members of a party, or if they have members of parliament, they can challenge the leader of the party. At this moment in time, I expect political parties to be fighting that they should reform the electoral law. They are only thinking about parliamentary election. I'll come up with a program sometime. I'll tell you, how can you have 180 members of parliament almost after we had the so-called independence? With the increase in population, almost 30 million, you still have 180. Nobody is talking about that. Where in Mr. Biya's place, constituency in the south, they have about 11, members of parliament. Compare it with other places, they have more population. Those are the things you should be fighting for. Parliamentarians should be equal to what? The population. That's how you do it. How come that we have region in a small place like Mr. Biya's place in the south? We don't have more regions in northwest and southwest, British Southern Cameroon. Those are the things you should be fighting to change. That's why you are an opposition leader. That's why you challenge the government. But after election, all of you are quiet because you don't know what to say anymore. Head na coconut, nothing to say. You people don't know politics. Because election is over, you keep quiet. Now you're waiting for parliamentary election. You force the government for reform. I often say, we did not get Biya University because of election. We put pressure, we protest. Multipartism, we put pressure, we protest. GCE board, we put pressure, we protest. Measure national dialogue, we put protest. We put pressure, we protest. That's how you do it. Nothing has ever come out through elections in the Cameroon. So if you're waiting for election, it's a waste of time. Elections in the Cameroon is for your own personal aggrandizement because it doesn't help the Cameroonians, the people of the Cameroons. So ladies and gentlemen, when I say political parties in the Cameroon belong to the leaders, the president, the chairman of the party, you hardly hear they talk about members. You remember Mr. Weber, who happened to be in the United Kingdom today, when he wanted to talk in SDF, John Fru Ndi was not happy because it must be only John Fru Ndi. That's how political parties in the Cameroons they are. It's only the leader of the party. So they are undemocratic. We have to make sure we kick out all these undemocratic political party and their leaders. We throw them to the Atlantic Ocean and bring people who know how to do politics. Ladies and gentlemen, there are no mechanism in the Cameroons to remove chairman, president, leaders of political parties because they are there for life. President Paul Biya of La République du Cameroon have been leader of his party for what? 43 years, one person. So if I were ambitious, or if I were to join the, is it chop people, their municipality, yeah. If I were to join them, I have ambition to become the chairman, so I will never be, because one person is there for 43 years. If I were to join Bello Bouba Maigari's party, in order one day to become MP, councillor, maybe one day to lead Bello Bouba Maigari's party, there would have been no way. He has been there for 35 years. If I were to join, is it SDF, John Fru Ndi's party, there was no chance. You stand no chance. Because John Fru Ndi was there for 33 years as chairman of SDF. So you see, sometimes most of you say, oh, there are a lot of political parties in the Cameroon. Why should we not have a lot? If people stay on the party, in a party as chair for 30-something years, why should I not create my own political party? When you go in a political party as a young man, you want to climb the ladder. That's how it works. Professor Maurice Kamto created his party. He has been there since. For how many years? Is it 13 years? Issa Tchiroma Bakary created his party, Front for National Salvation. He created a party, Issa Tchiroma. He has been there for how long? 18 years. So you see, all the political parties in the Cameroon, they are so undemocratic that it's only one person that will be there forever. Again, you have to make a political party to have institutions, structures, that if they are not happy with you, whether it's after 1 year, 2 years, they should remove you. If you don't have democratic parties with structures, how can you have a democratic country? If you're made a president tomorrow, you take that your mentality, thinking that structure of dictatorship in your party, you will take it to a 2D. So all of you, opposition, most of those top ones that I know, all of you, you're dictators. You cannot run the Cameroons, to my opinion. If you want to run a country, set an example. Show the people that I have democratic party. We can remove our leader anymore. Look at our rules, by rules, structures. But you don't have it. Your structures are the same like a 2D, the way they run a 2D. They elect a president, then other people take over. So ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you, in the UK, there is a way to remove leaders in political parties. It's very straightforward. In the United Kingdom, in a party there, if you are not confident with your leader, you go and give a vote of no confidence. The MP, in the Conservative Party, they have something, the 1922 committee. You send your papers, the sacred papers, that you don't want the prime minister anymore. If you reach at least, if it's 100 MP, they say we need 400, they need 40%. If 40 MP, they say we don't want you, they will call for a vote of no confidence, they will kick you out. Labour Party too, they have their own mechanism. Liberal Democrat, they have their own mechanism. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm calling on all the political parties in the Cameroon to reform your structure. Thank you very much. This has been a party political broadcast by myself, Maitre Mola Alex Ndive Lisinge, the leader of British Cameroon National Party. Thank you. Oh, sorry. Have a wonderful day.